Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, it is a day after Christmas, and the gun control lobby is wasting zero time shooting warning shots right across the bow of the White House. They are very anxious around Biden. They are not too happy with how much he's failed this year on their gun control dreams, and that is what we're going to talk about tonight. This is a great one. It's linked in the description box below. I want to hear from you guys on this one and spread this out, because this right here is a warning shot to Biden. It's get in line or get out of line, and this is a pressure push for 2022 and a taste of what we've got coming for us. That's enough of the setup. Let's dive in. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Let's get it. Gun control advocates express disappointment with Biden. That's the article, and this is from The Hill. Okay, this is not a right-wing source. Gun violence prevention advocates were hopeful a year ago that the Biden presidency would make progress on gun control. Instead, as his first year in office draws to an end, they are feeling disappointed. I mean, quite honestly, I don't blame them for feeling disappointed. He has been an abject failure. Now, a failure. A lot of the stuff isn't his fault legislatively, but that doesn't mean they're not going to blame him for it. And this really bodes well for us in 2022, which we are driving towards so fast. But listen to the first quote. This is from March for Our Lives. I think the biggest thing to highlight here is that the president has been a friend to the gun violence prevention, no kidding, movement this year, and we're thankful. But frankly, he hasn't really been a leader, said Zinat Yahya, deputy police director at policy director at March for Our Lives. Okay, not a leader, no kidding, it's Biden, just saying. The advocates wanted Biden to apply more pressure on Congress to move on gun violence, where a 50-50 Senate evenly divided between the parties is a major impediment. Activists acknowledged the political roadblocks, but expressed disappointment nonetheless. They know nothing was going to happen like we talked about on this channel, but they're still disappointed anyway. They set unrealistic expectations, and then they get disappointed when they do not come along the pipe. That is what we're really seeing here, but that does not prevent them from putting pressure on Biden and the lefties. This is important, guys. This is an underlying current here. Now, John Feinstein, you guys might recognize that name from earlier videos this year. John Feinstein is for Everytown for Gun Safety. He argues that the Biden administration has been the strongest gun safety administration out there. Now, if you guys recall correctly, John Feinstein was pretty critical right about the point where money came out of the American Rescue Plan, and then $5 billion went into the Build Back Better plan. All of a sudden, he got real sweet towards the Biden administration. You can go back and look at the videos in February and March of this year. You can actually see them. It's all documented, which is why we do things day to day. But listen to this quote, what he says. From their work on stopping illegal gun trafficking with DOJ strike forces, all to liberal cities, by the way, with gun control, to their strong proposed rule reining in ghost guns that we expect to be finalized any day now. So their proposed rule is strong, and we expect it any day now, even though it's been 6 to 8 months. Just saying. To being strong advocates for a historic investment in community violence intervention programs in the American Rescue Plan. There's the money they got. This administration has been a strong ally to the gun safety movement. This year was just the start, and we expect more from the executive branch in 2022, he said in a statement. Hint, hint, we expect more. You want these sweet, flowery words to come from Everytown for gun safety? We need more executive action, Biden. That's what they're saying here, and this is important because this is a warning shot right across the White House front lawn. Biden pulled his nominee to run ATF, David Chipman, in September after opposition from moderate Democrats and Republicans. That's because he was too far left, but they don't say that, do they? No, they just say, we didn't get who we wanted. And this is what the March for Our Lives person says. I think it's really indicative of some of the failures here, said Yahya. The fact that there is no ATF director just proves that there is not enough coordination and lobbying. Or they can't get the votes because they're too far left. All the lobbying in the world isn't going to make a communist socialist all of a sudden a capitalist. Just because you want the sky to be red doesn't mean it's going to be red, no matter all your hearts and dreams. And this is where they start getting a little feisty. David Chipman failing to get confirmed was probably the biggest blow that we've seen this year to federal efforts to address the gun violence prevention epidemic. We need a confirmed ATF director, said Ambler of Giffords, where Chipman is a senior policy advisor. So in this one article, Biden has lost March for Our Lives and he's lost Giffords.org, but he's still got Everytown for Gun Safety because of the money that they got in the American Rescue Plan. You tell me that's not about power and money, because they're losing a lot of their base here. And this really sums everything up perfectly in this article. We are closer than we've ever been to passing legislation, Guttenberg said. My fear is that we're also closer than we've ever been to permanently losing the chance to do so. 2022 is so critical on this issue. You are correct. 2022 is so critical on this issue. That's why we are going to be here every single day driving towards those midterms to prevent these people and passing the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. That's what I've got for you guys tonight. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden, signing out.